Welcome back to the video on answers to the first pre-board examination, KVS Chennai region, conducted on 29/11/2025, class 12 mathematics. At this video, we will see answers to sections B and C of the question paper. Answers to the remaining sections are available in other videos, and the link is available in the description box. Let us move on to question number 21 from inverse trigonometric function. Here you have to simply go on, substitute the values, and then reach that what is tan inverse of what is inside. Simple. Now we have to start with cos inverse of root 3 by 2. It is pi by 6. Therefore 2 into pi by 6, it is pi by 3. Now 2 into sin pi by 3, it is 2 into root 3 by 2. This is tan inverse of root 3. Therefore the answer is pi by 3. Now normal going on doing the simplification, you are getting the final answer. Let us move on to the next question, that is R part of 21. Sin inverse of minus 1 by 2 plus cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1. Here once again, as we saw it in MCQ, you should be very careful with whenever that minus sign comes. Sin inverse of minus, cos inverse of minus, you should be a little be careful. Now we have to be careful with that formula of sin inverse of minus x. It is minus sin inverse x. Cos inverse of minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. Now substitute now. Minus sin inverse half plus pi minus cos inverse half plus tan inverse 1. Now directly substitute the values. Minus pi by 6 plus pi minus pi by 3 plus pi by 4. You can take the LCM and then you can get the answer as 9 pi by 12 or 3 pi by 4. Both are correct. Move on to question number 22. Differentiate a function with respect to another function. You always remember, formula is very simple. Derivative of the first function upon derivative of the second function. You find the derivative separately and then directly put it. In this problem, there is one interesting thing happening. 2 cos square x with respect to the power of it. Simply cos square x. Therefore, there is a shortcut, but let us do it in a normal way. I am calling it as the first function, v as the second function. I have to differentiate the first function upon different derivative of the second function is the answer. Let me find the derivative of 2 cos square x. All of you know it is a 2 power something. Therefore, 2 power that into log 2, log of the base into differentiation of cos square x. What is the differentiation of cos square x? It will be 2 times cos x into differentiation of cos x. Now it is the final answer. Now at this stage, suppose if you are not finding d by dx of cos square also, leave it as it is. Divide by differentiation of cos square x, which is the derivative of the second function, it will get cancelled. But anyway, I am doing it in a procedural way because we don't know what will be the second function in examination. But this is du by dx minus 2 power cos square x into log 2 into 2 times cos x into sin x. Well, let us find what is differentiation of cos square x. Actually, it is a repetition only. 2 cos x into differentiation of cos x, which is minus 2 cos x sin x. Now you divide them. You know which will get cancelled. The final answer is 2 cos square x into log 2. Move on to question number 23. F of x is mod cos x. Find f dash of pi by 4, f dash of 3 pi by 4. Whenever you are given mod function, whether it is for differentiation, whether it is for integration, first to find that what is that mod x for the values of x. Don't try to differentiate directly. Don't try to integrate directly. I repeat, if mod function is given, just try to find what is that function for different values of x. For example, x is greater than 0, x is less than 0. Since it is a trigonometric function, we have to check the nature of cos x in quadrants. For example, first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and so on. Therefore, this is the nature of mod x. Mod x will be cos x positive in the first quadrant. It will be negative in the second quadrant. Therefore, mod cos x will be minus cos x. Just like mod x is x for x greater than 0, minus x for x less than 0. But all of you know that it is negative in the other quadrant also. But I have not taken it because in the question it is asked only problem from the first quadrant and the second quadrant. Now the idea is very simple. How to do the different derivative? Very simple. What is the derivative of cos x? It is minus sin x. Derivative of minus cos x will be sin x. Therefore, the derivative of mod cos x will be minus sin x in the first quadrant. It will be sin x in the second quadrant. Now, let them ask any value they want. They want f of pi by 6, f of pi by 3, f dash of pi by 3. then f dash of any other value in the second quadrant, you can directly find it. Now let us go to the first question now. They want f dash of pi by 4. Pi by 4 is in which quadrant? It is in the first quadrant. Therefore, the function for it is minus sin x. For minus sin pi by 4, therefore the answer is minus 1 by root 2. Let us go to the second one, 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4 is in which quadrant? It is in the second quadrant. Therefore, we have to take sin x as the f dash of x for this. That is the function derivative for this in the second quadrant. Therefore, what is sin 3 pi by 4? It is pi plus pi minus pi by 4. Second quadrant. Therefore, sin pi by 4. Therefore, the answer is 1 by root. Okay. Let us move on to question number 24. Evaluate integral 2 to 8 of the square root by square root. Whenever these types of problems are coming, for maximum problem, you remember, we have to use the property. Whenever you are using the property, always remember, you just check out the number inside the integral. It is a 10. If the number inside the integral normally will be the sum of upper limit minus lower limit. Suppose they have given 12 minus x, then sum of upper limit minus lower limit will be 12. If they have given 7 minus x, then sum of the upper limit minus lower limit will be 7. Otherwise, you cannot apply the property. Now let us go for this property. Integral a to b f of x dx is a to b f of a plus b minus x. You have to replace x by upper limit minus lower limit minus x. In this case, it is 10. We replace wherever x comes by 10 minus x. What will happen to the numerator? Numerator will become root x. Denominator will become root of 10 minus x by root x. But here one thing you have to keep it in mind. Whenever you are applying this property and another property, integral 0 to a f of x dx, denominator normally will not change. If the denominator changes, either you are wrong or the property should not be used over there. Now you are seeing that the denominators are same now. Simply add the integrands now. But I am using that half into, because some student what they do, they start with the 2i into, but they will forget that 2 in the end of the problem. Therefore, I am starting with half into sum of the integrand. What will happen when I add the integrand? Denominators are same, add the numerators, numerator getting cancelled. So it is simply integral dx. Therefore, the answer is half into 6. Therefore, the answer is 3. Now move on to the next question. This is a question from special function square root of ax square plus bx plus c. Step number 1, take the coefficient of x square outside. Only take the positive one. Okay, if it is a negative, then you should not take that minus 4 outside. You should take only 4 outside. For 4 I am taking outside. It will become 10 by 4 minus x plus x square. Now take only the x square term and x term, completing the square idea. It will be written as x minus coefficient of x divided by 2 the whole square minus square of the constant. Substitute inside the integral sign now. 10 by 4 minus 1 by 4 is 9 by 4. Now 9 by 4 to be written as something the whole square to get the formula. Therefore, this is 3 by 2 the whole square plus x minus 1 by 2 the whole square. 2 is already there outside. Now let us recollect the formula for root a square plus x square. X by 2 into the square root plus a square by 2 into log of x plus the square root. Here in place of x, you are having x minus 1 by 2. In place of a square, you are having 9 by 4. Simply substitute it and come back. There is no need to simplify it. Marks will be given if you simply substitute it. But this is the simplified format for that, by taking x minus 2 as the LCM, then bringing 2 inside. Let us move on to question number 25. Whenever you see any question where mod of a plus b, then magnitude of a plus b, magnitude of a minus b, like that, if you see any problem, start with magnitude of that whole square. For example, in the question they ask magnitude of a plus b something. Start with magnitude of a plus b the whole square is equal to what? Or otherwise, if they ask magnitude of a minus b, magnitude of a minus b is equal to what? But now again recollect, what is the magnitude whole square? It is the vector dot itself. Therefore, I am starting with the idea that they are unit vectors. Therefore, vector a is equal to 1, vector b is equal to 1. Then magnitude of vector a plus b the whole square is that vector dot the same vector. I already told you that magnitude of a square is a dot a. Expand it. Then you know that a square plus magnitude of b square plus 2 times a dot b and b dot a will come. We are adding it. Now what is the formula for a dot b? We are substituting it now. ab cos theta. Now substitute magnitude of a is equal to 1, magnitude of b is equal to 1. Where you are getting 2 plus 2 cos theta. Now take 2 outside. It will become 2 into 1 plus cos theta. Now all of you know from our multiple angle formulae which you studied in class 11, 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta. 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta by 2. Now we are getting it. Now take square root both sides. Then you write the required answer. Cos theta by 2 is half magnitude of a plus b. Move on to question number 26. These types of problem when it comes, don't try to do the differentiation directly, because what will happen is when you try to do the differentiation directly, number one, it will be a lengthy process. Otherwise you may not get the required answer. You will be wasting your time more. Therefore what you have to do is you have to simplify that particular function given, then you go for the derivative. For example, here this function is having square roots. Therefore I am pushing that one term to the right hand side, squaring both sides, expanding it, bringing everything to one side. Therefore I got a equation now. Now in this equation containing x square, y square, x and y, first two terms I can take xy common. From the next two term I can write it as x plus y into x minus y. Now x minus y can be taken outside. Now this is a product of two terms equal to 0. We have to decide which will be 0. X minus y cannot be 0, because if x minus y is 0, then y will be equal to x. Then dy by dx will be 1. But dy by dx is not 1 in this case. Dy by dx is not a constant. Therefore xy plus x plus y is equal to 0. From that I am getting what is y. The interesting thing about this problem is when you see the question just like that, this question looks like it is a problem of implicit function, but actually you are expressed it as y is equal to f of x. Now simply do the differentiation now using your quotient rule. Using the quotient rule I did the differentiation. Now the final answer I got it as minus 1 upon 1 plus x the whole square. Oh, this type of question will come 100% in MCQ or in 2 marks or 3 marks. Whether they will ask you to discuss the continuity or they will ask you continuity given, get the value of a constant. In all these cases, remember, when this problem is having so many functions defined in so many places, less than 12, greater than 12, is equal to 12, like that, use left limit is equal to right limit is equal to functional value. For left limit, you have to take the greater than equal to sign, opposite to greater than equal to. For left hand side limit, less than or equal to opposite. Anyway, this question is continuous if limit is equal to functional value. Let us find functional value now. F of 1 by 2 is given as 1 directly from the given function. Now we have to go to the right limit. Once again, please be careful. For the right limit, which is to be taken greater than half. Just opposite to greater than half, which is the function given there, it is 3 by 2 minus x. Therefore, limit x goes to 1 by 2, 3 by 2 minus x. Before you apply the limit, if there is any simplification, do it, then directly substitute. When I substitute x is equal to 1 by 2, now the answer is 1. In this case itself, suppose if the right limit is not equal to the functional value, directly do the declaration and come out. But here accidentally both are equal. We have to find the left limit. For the left limit, which function to be taken? The function opposite to x less than half, that is half minus x. But when I substitute x is equal to half, I am getting the value as 0. Therefore, left limit is not equal to the right limit. Therefore, the function is not continuous. Let us go to question number 27, where it is a problem on cone. Always remember, whenever they give any problem on cone or cylinder in application of derivatives, they will give you a connection between the radius and the height, because volume or surface area to be expressed in terms of a single variable only for derivative purpose. Now this is a problem of cone. Now I am taking r as the radius, h as the height and v as the volume. In the question it is given that height is always 3 times the radius, therefore h is equal to 3r. Our dv by dt is given as 12. It is centimeter cube per second. Sand is falling from a cone increasing, therefore 12. Therefore volume is 1 by 3 pi r square h. H is replaced by 3r. I got v is equal to pi r cube. Volume is expressed in terms of a single variable. You may ask me why we have expressed it in terms of radius, because how fast is the radius increases asked. Suppose if they ask how fast height is increasing, express volume in terms of height. Okay, let us do the derivative now. Normal derivation, it will give you that 12 is equal to 3 pi r square into dr by dt. Therefore, from here dr by dt is 12 upon 3 pi r square. But here the interesting thing about this problem is they don't want the rate of change of radius when radius is equal to something. They want rate of change of radius when height is equal to something. Therefore, when height is given as 6, from there you can get the value of radius because height is equal to 3r. Therefore, radius will be 2. Now put 2 in that dr by dt. The answer is 1 by pi. Okay. Now let us go to a question from application of integration. Here always remember they will ask area bounded by two curves or area bounded by a curve and a line. But you should be capable of doing all of them. But whenever they give two curves, always remember it will be, if the x-axis is not involved, normally it will be area of the upper curve minus area of the lower curve. But you have to identify which is the upper curve, which is the lower curve. Otherwise, you will get the answer as a negative. But now this is the diagram for this. All of you know what is diagram for cos and what is the diagram for sine. All of you are sine students, you know it. This cos x and sin x from 0 to pi by 2, this is the region which is bounded by them. But you are seeing that x-axis is not involved. Therefore, the area will be area bounded by the upper curve minus area bounded by the lower curve. From the diagram, which is the upper curve now? Cos x. Therefore, we have to go for y from the upper curve minus y from the lower curve. 0 to pi by 4, cos x minus sin x. It is sin x plus cos x. Integration of cos is sin. Integration of sin is minus cos. Now substitute simply. Sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Sin 0 is 0. Cos 0 is 1. Therefore 2 by root 2 minus 1. Now you can leave it as it is. We want to simplify it. Root 2 minus 1. All of you know this is a positive quantity. Okay. Now again, these type of questions are very, very important. They will always ask you area of the region bounded by a line. Simply a line. Not a line and a curve. Simply a line. Whenever these type of questions are coming, be careful. Don't directly integrate from minus 2 to 3. Because you will be tempted to do the problem as integral minus 2 to 3 y dx. Where y is equal to x plus 1. You will get a wrong answer. You will get 0 mark. Really what is happening is, when you see any straight line which is drawn on the graph sheet, and when you want to find the area bounded by it from one point to another point, there are some cases where the area bounded by the line, one part of it may be below x-axis. If it is below x-axis, the value will be, I am not talking about the absolute value, the value of that area will be negative because it is in the bottom of the x-axis. For example, when you see this graph now, all of you are seeing here, this line is passing through minus 1 and 1, that is minus 0, minus 1 comma 0 and 0 comma 1. All of you know how to identify this line. But when you see this line from minus 2 to 3, when I want to find the area bounded, from minus 2 to minus 1, it is having the area below the x-axis. This area, you have to find the absolute value of the area. From minus 1 to 3, it is above the x-axis. Therefore, automatically, when you do the integration, you will get a positive answer. But I am explaining it once again. The area bounded by the line, the x-axis and the ordinates has a portion of the area from minus 2 to minus 1 below the x-axis. Where you have to divide the integral into 2. Integral number 1 plus integral number 2. Then here you have to use the absolute value for the first. Now normal integration. Integration of x plus 1 is x plus 1 the whole square by 2. Then from minus 2 to minus 1 and minus 1 to 3. Now I am simply finding the value. Now you are just observing it. The first one is coming as minus 1 by 2. Second one is coming as 8. When you do the integration directly, it will become 8 minus 1. But it is not 8 minus 1. Sorry, 8 minus half. It is 8 plus half. Therefore, the answer is 17 by 2. For whenever they give a straight line problem bounded between one point and another point, be careful. Question number 29. Find the value of P so that the lines are perpendicular and find the equation of the line through the point and parallel to L1. When these types of problems are coming, please don't get tempted to do the start the question directly. Check out whether the given lines are in standard form. What is the meaning of standard form? Coefficient of x, y, z in the numerator of the standard form or symmetric form should be plus 1. We are converted now. First one will become x minus 1 by minus 3. Second one, divide numerator and denominator by 7. Third one is okay. Come back to the second line. You have to divide the numerator and denominator by minus 7. Second, y minus 5 by 2 is okay. 6 minus z by 5, multiply and divide by minus 1. Now you get the direction ratios of the first line, direction ratios of the second line. If you take it directly, you will get a wrong answer. Now all of you know what is, when I get the direction ratios, I know the condition for perpendicularity. A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is equal to 0. Multiply the corresponding direction ratios, add them, equate it to 0. I am adding them, equating it to 0. I am getting the value of P as 7. When you do it directly, you will never get 7. Well, now they want the equation which is parallel to L1. Therefore, parallel to L1 means then the direction ratios of the required line and the line which you are going to find will be the same. Therefore, it is passing through 3, 2 minus 4. The direction ratios are minus 3, 1 and 2. Therefore, this is the answer. X minus x1 by A is equal to y minus y1 by B is equal to z minus z1 by C. Let us move on to question number 30. This is a problem of LPP. Whenever LPP problem comes, please try to draw the lines. At least if you draw the lines, you are getting some marks out of it, even though you are not able to find the feasible region. Here 3 lines are there. Line number 1, this is the constraint. Get the points on x-axis and y-axis. It will be always better to draw it quickly. I am getting the points on x-axis and y-axis by putting x is equal to 0 and putting y is equal to 0. Less than or equal to 40, origin included. This is greater than or equal to 30. The points are obtained and origin not included because greater than or equal to 30. And for the fourth constraint, the points are obtained by putting x is equal to 0, get the value of y, put y is equal to 0, get the value of x. Origin not included. And you have been given x comma y greater than or equal to 0. This is a common in every problem. The solution is in the first quadrant. Let us try to draw the first diagram. And here I have shaded. In the exam, you can put a down arrow so that you can understand that which area is coming. No need to shade it, you will get confused. Here I have used different colors to tell you that this is the area, that is the area, like that. This is the area of the first line. And this is the area bounded by the second line. That's the solution area of the second line. Origin not included, going out. Then this is the third one. Now all of you see that when 3 colors are meeting, that is the feasible region. A, B, C, D is the point. Sometime what will happen in the examination, if you are lucky, you will get the value of A, B, C, D. That is the coordinate A, B, C, D directly from the graph sheet itself. Sometimes if you are not getting it, you are not able to identify, you have to solve those lines which are meeting over there. Anyway, I think I have found it now. These are the points now. 15, 0, 40, 0, 6, 12 and 4, 18. I am putting them in the table and it is a minimization problem. Therefore, minimum value is at 240 obtained at 6, 12. Now move on to question number 31. A and B throw a die alternatively till one of them get a 6 and win the game. Find the respective probabilities of winning. This is a problem where you are getting a idea where this problem will be continuously going. It will not stop. Suppose they are not doing it for 2 times or not, they are not trying for 3 times. They are trying for n number of times till A wins. Suppose A wins or B wins. Okay. Suppose A is not winning, he will give it to B. B is not winning, he will give to A. Then A is not winning, he will give to B. Therefore, they will be going on alternatively playing till one of them get it. So, okay. Therefore, we will start the even. A be the even that player A getting number 6. A dash is not getting. Therefore, if he is not getting, he will give it to B. That's why I am finding A dash also. Therefore, it is 1 by 6. All of you know, throwing a die, getting a number 6 will be 1 by 6. Therefore, it will be 5 by 6. The same thing happened for B also. P of B will be 1 by 6 and P of B dash, that is not B, will be 5 by 6. Okay. These are the values which I am getting now. Let us move. If a player A tosses the die first, what happens? First chance, he wins. If he is not winning, he will give to the other fellow. Then he will win in the third chance. In the third chance also he is not winning, he will give it to the fourth and he will win the fifth. Like that he will be winning that first or third or fifth or seventh and so on. But it will be happening like this. He gets in the first throw, or he gets it in the third choice, or he gets it in the fourth one. Now all of you know that this A bar, B bar and that is dash, which is nothing but its complement. Now all these events are mutually exclusive, therefore I am adding them. Then all these events are independent, therefore I have to multiply them. Remember how it is being multiplied? Actually it is a infinite series you are going to get. P of A plus P of A dash, P of B dash, P of A plus P of A dash, B dash, A dash, B dash, A. Now let us substitute the values now. Simple, 1 by 6, 5 by 6, 1 by 6, 5 by 6 like that. When I substitute those values, I am getting like this. I am getting 1 by 6 outside. I am getting 1 plus 5 by 6 the whole square plus 5 by 6 whole power 4 plus 5 by 6 whole power 6 and so on. Now recollect, this was a geometric progression you studied in class 11. In geometric progression, you have to identify what is A and what is R. In this problem, A is 1, R is 5 by 6 the whole square. But what is the other speciality? This is an infinite geometric progression. Therefore, it is an infinite geometric progression with A as 1, R is equal to 5 by 6 the whole square. Now you recollect the formula for infinite series. When modulus R is less than 1, then the formula for sum up to infinity is A by 1 minus R. A upon 1 minus R. Well, let us substitute it now, where it will be 1 by 6 into 1 upon 1 minus 25 by 36. The answer is 6 by 11. Now they don't want only this player A getting number 6. What will be player B getting the number 6? It's very easy. 1 minus 6 by 11, which is 5 by 11. Now I move on to question number 31. A committee of 4 students is selected at random from a group of 8 boys and 4 girls. There is at least one girl in the committee. Calculate the probability that there are exactly 2 girls in the committee. This problem is coming under conditional probability, where we have to take A is the event that there is at least one girl. Now normally what happens now, when it is at least one girl, then 1 girl, 2 girl, 3 girl, 4 girl, the problem will be you have to find so many probabilities to be added. For that we should go for its complement. 1 minus no girl. If it is 1 minus no girl, it will be there is at least one girl. What is the meaning of no girl? It will be all the 4 are boys. Now you have to use that combination idea which you studied in class 11, which is we have to find total cases and on the top we have to find the possible cases. Now this is a 1 minus total cases. There are 12 students. 4 students can be taken at the in how many ways? 12C4, and we are taking 4 boys from 8 boys, therefore it is 8C4. Possible case by total case will be the probability. But I am simply finding, all of you know how to do it, and it will be 1 minus 70 by 495, which is 425 by 495. Let us keep it ready. Let us move on to the next event, that is event of the committee contains exactly 2 girls. What they want? They want probability that there are exactly 2 girls given that there is at least one girl. Therefore it is B given A. The formula is P of A intersection B by P of A. Now we have to find what is the numerator. Denominator already we have found. What is the meaning of numerator? It is at least one girl and exactly 2 girl. Suppose if exactly 2 girl is there, then the remaining will be 2 boys. Therefore intersection will be 2 boys and 2 girls. Please be careful. These 2 are, you don't directly multiply it. Don't multiply probability of 2 boys into probability of 2 girls. They are not independent. What you have to do is, when these types of problems are coming, find the total cases, put it in the denominator, multiply the possible cases and put it in the numerator. What is the meaning of possible cases? 2 boys multiplied by 2 girls. Therefore it will be like this. Getting 2 boys from 8 boys and getting 2 girls from 4 girls. Please be careful. If they are not independent, when AND comes, you have to do like this. Now the calculations I am doing now, this calculation gives me 168 by 495. Therefore P of B given A is 168 by 495. When I simplify it, I am getting 56 upon 165. Okay, thank you. I think we have covered all the questions of section B and C. Please go through the questions for the remaining section from the remaining videos. Thank you.